Hello and welcome once again to the world famous Mickey Elliott blog. Um, Today we're doing the blog because of the Matchroom event at the O2. I know some people sometimes they complain about events being pay-per-view, but I mean this one you seriously cannot complain about it. I mean you've got real quality right from the undercard. I mean one of the fights I'm really looking forward in particular to looking at is Dave Ryan versus John Wayne Hibbett. Both of those can fight. They both come through the small hall circuit, and you're going to see a really good dust up with those two because they both come, they both put it all on the line every time they fight, and we're going to see a good fight there. Further down the card, you've got real quality throughout. I mean, there's a British title fight with John Ryder and Nick Blackwell. You've got two guys that have been training in our gym who prepared for the fight in our gym. Evgeny Gradovich, who's with Top Rank Boxing in America. They were very welcome, and we really enjoyed having them there. And also Jorge Linares, who's with Golden Boy, who was over with his team, and we loved having him. He really impressed me. Jorge Linares, he's like a tall, gangly guy, but technically, when you see him throw shots, very compact, gets a huge amount of leverage. That's what I really liked about him. He's very fast and gets real every ounce out of himself that he can in terms of power into punches. I'm going to say there's two bits of betting advice. People always Facebooking and tweeting me asking this week. There's two bits. I mean, first one, much as I like Kevin Mitchell, I've met him a number of times. He's a good guy. He's a down to earth, sound guy. I can't see him beating Linares. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong for his sake. But Linares. There's just so many qualities in him, and we've really enjoyed. We've had him in our gym in Limehouse Marina, elite gym, and all the fighters like watching him. It's brilliant for us because they're all learning, picking up, everything from the way they prepare. He has a guy that wraps his hands. He has a physio that comes in. They're all using these different techniques that we're all sort of picking up on, and he's a very nice guy, decent chap as well, and fearless in the ring. If you've seen him fight before, you'll be familiar, with what you get with Jorge Linares. I think it's going to be a very good fight with Kevin. I mean, just the speed and everything about him, I really like. So I'm going to definitely. I mean, they're about evens each, so I'd definitely lean. I'd say the value is definitely with Linares. Actually, another bet that I've looked at, it's an unusual one, and I'm not going to do it just purely because I know I'm going to be in the O2. Everyone's going to be on their phones and probably won't be able to get a signal on the Wi-Fi or on the getting the data on the phone. But if you're at home watching, you could put a bet on Frankie Gavin to beat Kell Brook, which I actually don't think he will beat him. But why I'd put the bet on, because I think Frankie Gavin in the early rounds might well be in the lead. He could well coast the first few rounds ahead of Kell Brook, which could, for one, it will make an exciting fight because it means that Brook, whose style involves a lot of movement and reflexes, and that's good when someone's coming at you. But when you've got to go to someone to fight them, which if he loses the first few rounds, and I think there's a real chance that he will, then he's got to go to Gavin, and Gavin is actually very good at people that come to him. So. Either from betting point of view, I'm thinking you can put a bet on Frankie Gavin. You'll get a very high price. I mean, it was on Betfair this morning at about 13.5 to 1. After about 2 or 3 rounds, Gavin may well be in front. The price is going to come absolutely tumbling down, and you could then bet on Brook, sell your bets on Gavin, as they say, and you'll make a good profit there. Like I say, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be in the venue, and I just don't want to risk betting on Gavin to win and then not being able to get online to sell my bets. And I think Brook will catch up with him late on in the fight. But you would get excellent value for your bet doing it that way. Been really good having the 2 world champions in our gym. All the guys I manage that are in there can watch them and see how they prepare, and their preparation is both of them has been really impressive. The way that they prepare themselves and get their teams behind them. They all have their own job, they get on with it, and it's really interesting. They have like physio and all this sort of thing. And as people that know me, I'm really into that side of boxing, you know, making sure that they say fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So we have to make sure that the preparations are impeccable. And watching these guys, it's definitely brought something new to me to take on board when I'm working with fighters in the future. Other things, we have our first show in a long while at Bethnal Green. We've actually just bought a flat, me and my wife, in Bethnal Green. So I used to live there long ago, and to be honest, I love the people from Bethnal Green, but it wasn't a nice place to live. You know, just the amount of things that happen there that, you know, you just don't want on your day-to-day life. Could be quite traumatic sometimes living there, seeing some of the things that went on. But if someone had said to me, "You'll ever move back here?" I'd have said, "No, that I won't." But it's sort of changed the vibe of the area. We've now got a gym in Docklands in East London. I live in Chelsea. I can't do an hour now. I always wanted to live in Chelsea. I was really happy to move there, but I can't do an hour across London and an hour back every day. It's too much. I just don't have the time to do it. I need to be on the phone. So we're moving over there, and but it's really, you know, it's a nice vibe around there now. It's got a lot of artists and that sort of thing. So, whew, back to Bethnal Green, and anyway, so part of Back to Bethnal Green is going to be our show on the 18th of July. And really looking forward to that. We've got Elliot Matthews going to be defending his Southern Area middleweight title, and a stacked bill. I mean, like a proper stacked bill. We're doing actually a very good deal for the fighters at the moment, where they pay probably the smallest house fee of any promoter, which means we've just been inundated with guys that want to fight on the show, and really looking forward to having the sort of little window back in East London, because I've been running at Camden for a long while in Elephant and Castle, and I've enjoyed it there, but Bethnal Green is the home of boxing in Britain, and that's where, you know, we can now have a solid base there. So really looking forward to that too. Anyway, right, good luck with you watching boxing tonight. I hope whoever you want to win wins, and I'll catch you shortly. Cheers guys, see ya, bye bye.